Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm doing something a little different. I'm outside in nature. I'm in a park in Higashikurume, but it's time for my update letter, monthly update letter. But I don't think this one will be as long. But I just want to tell you about what's been going on and just how you guys can be praying for us. And so, first, I just want to talk about Ministries that we've been doing in YWAM Tokyo in this past. Sorry, there's a train coming by. There we go. So we started a park outreach, which we do across the street at the park from our base, and it's been really fruitful and really cool because it's one of the ministries we do as an entire team, and we've seen great fruit from it. There are kids we play with regularly. They've come to know us really well. They love our Fijian staff, Mosese. They yell for him all the time. They ask for autographs from Mosese and me because they think we're pro athletes, so that's pretty cool. But it's been just fun to have that ministry going on. And then we have worship in the park with us, and through that there's some and one Oba-chan, so older lady that comes and talks with our worship team, and they've just been pouring into her. And yeah, one of our staff has been able to talk and meet Japanese moms, and they've been able to meet outside of that ministry time, so you see friendships happening within the community with the Japanese, and so it's been really great. And then one of my favorites is watching a couple of our staff just play like baseball and basketball with the regulars, and like when they're at the park and we're not there and we pop our heads out the window, you'll hear them yelling and waving at us. So it's been really cool, and I'm just so thankful for our staff for dreaming and envisioning like what we can do with our community. And so that's been a very great ministry. For me, the other thing I've been doing is high BA still, and that's been good. We've been forced sounds strong. We've had to go to Zoom because of the current state of emergency with COVID, but it's been really good. And this is a praise report from me. Sorry, another train, but I'll try to talk. But one of our staff, or one of our students, he has struggled with, he's very up and down, and so there was one time about back in October where he was death speaking and kind of cursing himself and just a lot of things, and it was upsetting me a lot. And so I actually stopped our small group and confronted him in a very loving way, but I had to tell him, like, you can't speak that, and you are death speaking of yourself. You are loved. I love you, and I can't allow you to do that. And I was not sure what the relationship would be like between the two of us, because it could have been a very embarrassing moment for him. But he was in my small group on Zoom this past week, and he spoke about that incident, and he didn't have any animosity to it. In fact, he spoke very like he was very blessed from that. Like, he was like, I understand what you're talking about. So it made me just be like, okay, that was so good. I'm so happy. Another train. Yeah, so it's been cool to see the fruit with that. Just to see him, I guess, confident in our friendship, and it's allowed him, I think, to kind of see God in a new light about how God's love for him. And then some of our other staff do AG, so accountability groups, kind of like one-on-ones with students. And there's been one student who is very dear to my heart, but she hasn't been coming to high BA for a while because she's been struggling with God. But this past week, she during her one-on-one, she said she would like to go try to figure it out and learn it. So one of our staff is walking with her. So prayer works, and we've been praying for her, and so it's cool to see that. And then what else? I am right on the cusp of trying to start the art ministry back up, and I need prayer for wisdom, vision, and motivation, honestly, because a lot of times when it comes to the time I can work on it, I'm usually tired from my meetings and all the other things I do. So Yeah, there are so many trains in Japan. In fact, there's 2 going by right now. So yeah, please be praying for that. Please be praying that I'm led to staff that will have a heart to partner with me. But if I'm also to run with it by myself for a season, that I'll have the motivation and that I won't just take an attitude just because it's me, I don't need to do it. That I'll be, if God has asked me to do it, I'll do it. So yeah, that's kind of on the ministry front from my end. We have more that we're doing, but that's the ones I've been involved with. Yeah, and then I guess pretty big prayer request. I posted it on our or my Facebook, but YWAM Tokyo, as we've gone through a change for the season and with less staff, we are currently below our necessary funds to operate and support us as a base, basically pay for our rent and things like that. And because for YWAM, usually a lot of it funds or operates with schools, help sustain it, and then teams coming and visiting and doing ministries here. But naturally, because of COVID, we haven't had any finances to come in from that front. And then with our staff dropping from 40 plus people to about 16, 17, we've taken a pretty substantial hit. But we have prayed as a community, and we feel we are to contend for this base, this building. We believe it's not just this one building, but that God has multiple for us. And so I'd like to invite you to please be praying for us. If you get words, anything like that, please let me know, because we are contending and we're believing for breakthrough. And we know God will lead us. Yeah, and I know, I'm confident He'll take care of us. And so, yeah, and it's through all that, it's been experience through being in leadership. It's still something I'm still learning. I've never wanted to be a leader, and being in leadership has been an interesting challenge for me, but I'm growing a lot from it, and I'm really learning how to process the heart of a community and walk with them and do things together. Because I could tell you, doing things by myself would, in my mind, be so much easier and so much faster, but I don't think it'd be as fruitful. And so learning how to navigate and walk with a community has been a good growing season for me. And I can just continue to pray for the leadership team, because we're learning. We're a brand new team still. Even though we're a year into this, we're still a new team. So yeah, just pray for wisdom, for guidance, that God will be the center of it, and that He will lead us, and that we won't do anything out of ourselves. I hear another train coming. Yeah, but another thing that YWAM Tokyo started is we started doing small groups again this past month, and I lead a group of 5 of us right now, and there will be 7. We have 2 incoming staff that are currently on hold because of, one, the COVID state of emergency that doesn't allow foreigners to come in, and 2, their COEs, which will allow them to get visas, got lost in the mail. So there's been a lot of opposition, so please be praying for speed for them to be able to come in, because they are called to be here and help pioneer and vision with us. So, yeah, but my small group has been really great. I've been very blessed to hear their stories, to see and walk with these people. I love their hearts. Yeah, it's been just an encouragement to me. And so I've been blessed. I've been really blessed to run with these people. And yeah, I think the last thing is about just me. I talked to you guys. I was looking to the Lord. I felt like He spoke to me about this stuff by the end of the year, but I didn't see anything, to my knowledge. But I also know that through my testimony, as I've recounted it many times, just because I don't see anything, it doesn't mean God's not doing something. So I admit I've been a little shaken, because I was like, I heard you speak, Lord. Train. You'll see one of these before I go all too long. But I've been a little shaken, but I've been really pressing in. because it's been an interesting year so far. 2020 was a very fruitful year for me with the Lord. Like, I definitely dove into a lot of intimacy and got to really hear and see him in a new light. But since 2021 started, the voice of the Lord has been very, almost heartbreakingly quiet with me. And it's been a little hard, but I'm still trusting that he is leading me, that he is with me. There's another train. That he is a light to my feet, a light to my feet and light into my path. And the good thing with the Lord is, like, I know when I'm walking out of what he has for me, he's pretty quick to put me back and say, you're not supposed to do that. I haven't heard him say that at all yet. And so I feel like I'm on the right path, at least. And right now the right path is a lot of waiting, which I hate. But I have to trust and surrender to the Lord that his timing and his way is better than anything that I can try to force. But it's been a little hard because I feel like I've been waiting for a while with a lot of stuff and for a new direction. But he still, I feel he's, at least, I don't know if he's saying, but I feel to wait and keep championing and partnering the way I am with YWAM Tokyo, and supporting and raising up this community. And so I will keep doing that until I feel like the Lord says otherwise. And so, which will lead me to prayer requests. Naturally, the building situation for YWAM Tokyo, we need breakthrough. And then I'd say from the community front, a lot of us need breakthrough as well. And our individual breakthrough will lead to corporate breakthrough. So please be contending for our staff, just for breakthrough in relationship with the Lord, breakthrough in finances, things like that. One more train. What was I going to say? Yeah, especially for me, I lost a little support over this past couple months. So, but I'm still being sustained. But yeah, be praying that, because I am kind of at a loss right now. I'm like, how can I support and fundraise from Japan? And I can't really go back to the States because I'll go to the States and I don't know when I'll be able to come back in Japan. So it's been a very interesting predicament. But be praying that the Lord will lead me. Just who to speak to. That. I know He'll provide. So I'm not worried. But yeah, I just could use a breakthrough, especially if I'm to go to a different location like YWAM Sendai or YWAM Takatsuki or anything like that. I will likely need an increase in support. So that would be, I guess, I don't want to say confirmation, but like a good thing just to see the Lord do. And just pray also for strength and surrender, I guess, to the Lord, as He's telling me just to wait and to trust Him. And because I don't want to do anything reckless. I don't want to do anything that could hinder or stop what He's doing for me. I know it would not completely be removed and He'd still do it, but I just want to make sure not to create a roadblock in what He's doing. So thank you guys just for your continual prayer, your continual support. I am grateful and honored and blessed to be here representing all of you who care for this nation and want to see it reached. And I know God has big things. I still have dreams and desires to just radically change the nation. Oh, I should have gone into that conversation. I've been really into a thing with some teachings about dreams and things you want to see the Lord do. That's another story. But I am confident. My dream is to see this nation change. Like, I want the Japanese to recognize that they're loved and they have value and worth. And that there's a train that even if they did nothing, they are still people worth loving, worth pursuing, worth caring and fighting for. And so I really want to just make such an impact in this nation for God and for these people. And I wish it was faster. I really do. I wish my art stuff was moving on. I had my studio, but I also know the Lord has not brought the people that I'm supposed to partner with yet, and I have to just continue and wait. So it's a slow process. it's a slow process, but it's a good process. And so I am surrendered to the Lord and just the way He'll do it. So, yeah. Yeah, but thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Again, just like all my other videos, if you feel moved to share these things with friends, just because the more word gets out, the more prayer, I mean, it helps me. I can continue to say, I know I've almost 3.5 years in Japan with YWAM Tokyo. There's been so many times I've been homesick, or I've just wasn't sure if I was on the right path, where prayer was felt and I saw the goodness of God. So thank you all. I love you guys. You can't see it, but Mount Fuji's actually out very clearly today. It's over there, but it's behind trees. I tried to get a better shot, but it led to more buildings, so I just came here. So anyways, yeah, I'll give you a quick little look around of, at least, Higashikurume right here is the park. There's an old man on a bike. There's a guy and a dog. Fuji's over there. And there's some city. And of course, when I say that I'll show you guys a train, there's no trains coming. So yeah, I was trying to see if there's a train. There's not, but here's the train tracks. That's like the next best thing. So, all right. Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again. Bye-bye.